Everyone, it's Craig with One Man's Cancer Journey, bringing you my weekly update. So last week was a chemo week, and typically the second day after chemo is when I functional during the day. And so I just need to remind myself that that's there for a reason and that I should use it when I need to bring comfort and relief during my recovery from my chemotherapy. On Thursday of this week, we had a virtual consultation with Dr. Guzowski, who is a liver surgeon at the Celebration Advent Health, is also one of the gentlemen in this area that does Histotripsy, which is the new therapy that we've been exploring, where it's kind of like an ultrasound on the liver and it's specific for the liver. And so we had a consultation with him to see if I was a candidate. The good news is that I am a candidate, and so I'll be able to move forward with this additional treatment and run it in parallel with the chemotherapy. The hope was that maybe this will clear up my whole liver from the tumors, but in reality, what we're looking to do is what he calls debulking the tumors. And the idea is to really look at some of the smaller tumors that we have, and we have at least 12 different sites in the liver, but we're looking to look for the smaller ones and just totally obliterate them. And so the technique that he'll be using, I'll go under some general anesthesia and it will happen in an OR. I don't know yet how many times I'll have to go, but we can only do up to about 50%, maybe a little bit more of my liver or spots on my liver, because the rest could impact my liver function. And so we need to do smaller bites, let that fix and see how it does. And if it continues to work, then we can move on and do additional areas of the liver as well. We'll have a couple-day recovery after it, but the good news is I'll be able to have chemo 1 week, and then instead of having recovery week, now hopefully we'll be having some of this histotripsy therapy. And again, we go on Thursday for a diagnostic ultrasound, and that will help to see how they're going to approach my treatment and hopefully tell us how many treatments we'll have or how we'll proceed. Once and done, I don't think so. It's probably going to be multiple over a period of time, but we'll see how that goes. Again, with the histotripsy, while we thought maybe it would just clear it up completely, the goal is to debulk the tumor, and then because there's less tumor in my liver, we would hopefully then be able to see stronger results coming from the chemotherapy. As we debulk it, there is a chance that the cancer that's in my stomach could move back into the liver again. But again, we've seen good progress in the stomach cancer, so we'll be talking with Dr. Tajani this coming week to talk about kind of if we can get the cancer in the liver a little bit more under control, could surgery or radiation therapy be an option to clear up the stomach cancer? So we'll see what happens. We'll have that conversation and take one day at a time. For my gratitude moment, I'm grateful for Megan. She is my caregiver, but this week I'm grateful that she cared for herself. And so for the past year and a half plus, she has been by my side for my appointments, for my treatments. She's been caring for me. She's been cleaning the house, cooking, all those things that I used to help with that I can't. She's picked up the mantle, and in some ways, and then sometimes that means that she doesn't pay attention to her own health. And this week, or over the past 2 weeks, she has been going and having some of her regular visits with doctors, and we did find out that she actually had some skin cancer on her arm. So she went to see a dermatologist. We live in Florida. We have a lot of sun. she had some spots she was concerned about, and so she made an appointment with the dermatologist. And one of those spots did come back as cancerous. The good news is that we caught it early, and so she had some minor procedure done earlier this week where they cut it out, and so she is healing now. But just grateful that she sees the importance of taking care of herself. And so if you're a caretaker taking care of someone who has cancer or other disease, then I would just recommend too that don't forget to care for yourself. And by you caring for yourself, that brings great joy to those that you're caring for, because we know that you're not sacrificing your health just to take care of us. And so this week I'm grateful for Megan, my caregiver, taking some time to care for herself. My name's Craig. I'm with One Man's Cancer Journey, and I wish for you a blessed week.